080-815-4450. Visit our websites now, or better yet, check us out on our website, www.eaglesfm.com. And you can also go now to YouTube. Just go now to YouTube and Facebook and watch us live at Eagles FM Abuja. At Eagles FM Abuja. As soon as any headline tickles your interest or jumps at you, feel free to send a message. All right, let's begin the conversation this morning with the Punch newspaper. Big punch from the Punch. Subsidy pain, Labour talks tough, ASU, and protesters condemn relief plans. Subsidy pain, Labour talks tough, ASU, and protesters condemn relief plans. SANU, ASU say fuel subsidy unintelligently removed. NLC meets today. TUC rejects 5% telecom tax and planned tuition hike. Kwara, Ogun rollout palliatives. Congratulations to Ogun and Kwara people. I hear they're paying about 10,000 naira to state civil servants. That's interesting. Moving on, just above the masthead, most Nigerian leaders' knowledge of developments shallow, says Obasanjo. Most Nigerian leaders' knowledge of development shallow, Obasanjo. Also there, Forex crisis, passengers groan as foreign airlines hike fares. Forex crisis, passengers groan as foreign airlines hike fares. Over the weekend, it was trending on social media how, these foreign airlines exploit Nigerians. So for the same flight from other African countries, it's quite less, right? The charges or the fees or the fares are less. When it comes to Nigerians or Nigeria, the charges are astronomically higher. Really, really high. And, there was a report by Business Day that indicates that some Nigerians would rather go to Ghana to fly from Ghana to the US and Europe, because it's cheaper from Ghana, from the likes of even countries like Chad and Niger. Seems like it's cheaper to fly from Cameroon as well, to Europe and America than it is to fly from Nigeria. What makes it so different? What makes it so difficult? What makes it so different? Seems like these airlines have found ways to fleece Nigerians. But I'll leave that there. Navy won't stop burning vessels, ferries, stolen crude. Navy won't stop burning vessels, ferrying stolen crude. That's also a headline from the Punch newspaper. If you listened to the news earlier, you would have heard, that story. Supervision or supervisors and invigilators selling WAEC questions online arrested on trial, says WAEC boss. Oh God, the level of corruption and immorality. I love to use that word because we've lost our sense of morals. We've lost our sense of good judgment a whole lot. Yesterday, there was a report of students who beat up the teacher who was stopped preventing exam malpractice. So, children in high school, teenagers would beat up a teacher who is trying to stop them from doing the right thing. How much rot has gotten into the system? Supervisors, invigilators, teachers will be selling questions online. Exam questions online. And they say exam has leaked, the question has leaked, question paper leaked. It didn't leak. Didn't just leak. Someone put it out there. Anyway, pregnant women, children among Ondo tanker fire victims, says eyewitness. Pregnant women and children among Ondo tanker fire victims, says eyewitness. I'll try to read you that story if I can find it now. I hope that I'm able to find it as quick as possible. It's really heartbreaking to see that. Yes, I found it. We've gotten to the point where children and women, even pregnant women, would go to scoop fuel. And who is to say that people would not deliberately begin to fall tankers so that they can scoop fuel and sell just to be able to maybe feed themselves or to get money? Who is to say that people would not begin to look for these, pipelines and rupture them just so that they can scoop fuel and also maybe even lose their lives on the line? I mean, in the course of doing that. Look, we need to be very, very. These things are dangerous, but Nigerians will put themselves at risk just because you want to make one small money. You lose your life, lose the life of your children, put the life of your children at risk. It's so painful and disheartening. Is it just poverty, or that we've lost our sense of reasoning? That someone will see where fuel is spilling, and instead of call the authorities to find ways to manage it, knowing full well that it's highly inflammable, would go there and take their children along to go and scoop fuel. Come on. This has happened repeatedly, even from the 90s, if I remember clearly. I remember that, we've been talking about this whole situation from as far back as I can remember. But Nigerians would not stop. When you see tankers fall like that and they're spilling their content, move away, go very far. If you're driving, stay very far. We've seen situations where these things get burst into flames and people's cars burn. Innocent people lose their lives, even those who are not trying to scoop the fuel. I read that story to you. It says the Under-Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps has disclosed that 8 people lost their lives in the petrol tanker fire that occurred along the Benin-Ore Shagamu Expressway on Sunday. This is just as an eyewitness told a correspondent that 2 pregnant women and 3 children were among the victims of the fire. The FRSC casualty figure contradicted the earlier reports on the incident, which claimed that 20 persons were burnt to death. Speaking on the incident on Monday, the sector commander of the FRSC, Mr. Ezekiel Sonala, confirmed that the victims were scooping fuel from the fallen tanker when the fire broke out. It's just sad. Please, Nigerians, we can do better. We really can. 3 Osun students hospitalized as gunmen opened fire on barber's shop. 3 Osun students hospitalized as gunmen opened fire on barber's shop. And those are headlines from the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. Let's pick up this day newspaper on a day like this. What's newspaper reporting? Big story. Obasanjo, Nigeria is sitting dangerously on a keg of gunpowder. Obasanjo says Nigeria is sitting dangerously on keg of gunpowder. Says government driving people into poverty through poorly managed good policies. Did you get that? Says government driving people into poverty through poorly managed good policies. Declares nation has disappointed Africa and world. Prides self on recruiting some of the best hands. And there you have it. Also, there you have TUC gives federal government 2 weeks to conclude negotiations over subsidy. Trade Union Congress, that is, gives federal government 2 weeks to conclude negotiations over subsidy. We're going to drag this on for 6 months, and who knows? I'm sorry. Who knows? Maybe in the next 6 months you won't even see subsidies, because it's been 2 months now. TUC given 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 months in about 4 days, right? Or 3 days. And 2 weeks to that would make it about 2 months plus. And maybe by the end of August, the palliatives will still not be, or the conditions wouldn't get any better. People have been talking about the Dangote refinery. It's August around the corner. let's see what plays out. Police arrest 4 suspects in plot to attack Atiku and others. PDP demands inquiry. Frank 6 security beef up around ex-VP. Police arrest 4 suspects in a plot to attack Atiku and others. PDP demands inquiry. Frank 6 security beef up around ex-vice president. Now, speaking on this, I just hope we're not getting back to the era of killing political opponents. We saw that in the 2023 elections. Coming up gradually. Also, there's a report of the burning of the SDP campaign office in Kogi State. We cannot go back to the point where we're killing people who contested elections, even after the elections, or attacking opponents like that. What kind of barbaric barbaric acts would that be? That on account of an election, after the elections, people would still be losing their lives. Let's just hope that this isn't what it is or what it seems. Let's hope that it is not what it seems. Moving away from that one, House vows to recover $9 billion gas flaring fines imposed on oil companies. House vows to recover $9 billion gas flaring fine imposed on oil companies. Arase, arms proliferation sustained by absence of punishment for offenders. Arms proliferation sustained by absence of punishment for offenders. That's there on the front page of this day newspaper. I'm going to read to you the story and the attack on Atiku. Should we have that now? Quickly, let's see if we can find that story as well. Okay. Seems like that story is missing in action this morning from within the daily. Give me a moment. Hope to find it quickly and read to you. In the absence of that, while we're looking for that story, let's get to Daily Trust quickly as well. From Daily Trust, road crashes, 4,387 killed in 6 months. FCT Ogun Nasarawa top chart. Figures rise in second quarter. Speeding, substandard tires, brake failure, major causes. 307,554 violations recorded, says FRSC. Just above that, you find Amnesty International ask Lagos to halt mass burial of 103 #EndSARS victims. Amnesty International asked Lagos to halt mass burial of 103 #EndSARS victims. Rising cost of living crippling businesses and households, says NECA. Rising cost of living crippling businesses and households, says NECA. Jigawa seeks recovery of encroached property in Kano. Also there, palliatives, we don't trust the process, says TUC. Palliatives, we don't trust the process, says TUC. Kogi SDP governorship campaign office set ablaze. Kogi SDP governorship campaign office set ablaze. I mentioned that earlier. Police arrest 4 Boko Haram members plotting to attack Atiku's house. Police arrest 4 Boko Haram members plotting to attack Atiku's house. Students must have registered COI before graduation, says University of Abuja Vice Chancellor. Let's bring you in now, joining with your 2 cents. If any of the headlines from these papers, Daily Trust, This Day, and the Punch newspaper tickle your interest, we still have the Guardian in the wings. As soon as we're able to, we'll bring you those headlines. Joining now, 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Professor Amateur. Clement saying hello.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. Welcome.
Thank you. Obasanjo says most Nigerian leaders' knowledge of development is shallow, and that they are disgracing Nigeria in the committee of nations. Nothing is further He's just very much on point. Imagine somebody wakes up on his inaugural day and announces that subsidy is gone. The next day, he recapitulates and says he didn't say so. But the removal of subsidy is already being implemented. Price of everything has shot up. The workers spend 45,000 to 60,000 naira to travel to journey to workplaces. Some of them are not earning up to 90,000 naira a month. The man turns around and begins to tax everybody to hell. The power tariff is increased, and the school fees is being increased. At a time, it's raising not less than 400 billion and above from that same subsidy that he has removed. He turns around and begins to increase his own salary and the salary of governors and big-time politicians, to the detriment of the masses of this country. And I tell you, this politics, like TUC said, is not trusted. Which politics? If the man brings out even 30 buses into Nigeria, it does not serve owners in the villages. If he increases salaries of workers, many times you hear salary increase in Nigeria, it's just a small percentage of the basic that's increased. It does not lead them anywhere. And the increment of salary of workers does not even affect the pay of Nigerians, many of whom are not government workers.
Right.
So the money is just going to be confused.
Okay.
It's going to be confused.
Right.
Just as what Buhari did with this cashless issue, which ended up in comatose, and at the end of the day, confusion, everybody was back to square one.
Thank
That's
you.
what we are saying.
Thank you, Clement Zion Prince. All right, give me calls, comment in 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Prince Yanacho.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. This is Over to Jesus.
Over to Jesus, welcome.
God bless you. Just as our last caller was saying, increasing salary is not the issue as of now. Just as our ex-president was saying, that Nigeria is already sitting on the keg of gunpowder now. Definitely, even you that are sitting down there, you have already seen the handwriting on the wall. Definitely, our leaders, they are our problems. Can you imagine my own brother that in Niger Republic and the Benin Republic here, traveling from that place to London is at the rate of 370,000 naira. 370,000 naira. You see yourself at London. But in Nigeria, it's 1.8, 1.9. What a nation. Now, look at just the condition that the nation is now. And instead, the country to just be, the leaders to be thinking how to fix things and just revise what are the things that they are supposed to revise. So that the poor, they don't even know that the poor are existing. For Christ's sake, even to cut out from their expenses, they don't even care. Now look at 90 billion naira, my brother, to only just better a National Assembly for car. Only car is our problem. Look at the road; they are still piloting themselves with a huge numbers of convoys. But look at just masses on the road. What is people are passing through? People are now be prosecuting because of phone. Ravishing inside prison, but the people are passing billions.
Okay.
God have mercy upon this country.
Thank you very
God
much.
bless you.
Thank you. And the car for the National Assembly is 40 billion naira allocated for buying vehicles for the National Assembly people. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nacho.
Yes.
My name is Abakar calling you from Gogolada. How are you? How are your loved ones?
I'm very well. We're glad.
I agree the previous caller, listener, contributors, home and abroad. It's very unfortunate. A well-endowed country, richly blessed country, but we lack competent leaders, leaders with leadership skill, with the capacity and instinct to mobilize resources for national growth and development. That Nigeria will become envy of all nations in the world. No country is as endowed as Nigeria. I stand to be corrected. Materially wise, in brain power. Why? We have talented population. We have resources working for us. But our leaders continue mismanaging finances, mismanaging resources. They are mismanaging resources and finances, and yet they are plunging us into a debt trap. We are borrowing nation. We can't utilize our resources to create wealth for the well-being of our country. Nigerians are crossroads. Dangote never owe us any refinery. It's not a government. It's a business goal. It's maximizing profit. It is government that will provide refineries for us, so that they will benefit from our oil wealth.
All right.
Palliative, we see how they mismanage the last palliative. They hoarded palliative in secret warehouses. We don't believe in palliatives. That is my take. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Abubakar, for calling. Let's get more callers in. I'll get to your messages now. Let's see who we have here. And this one is from Innocent. Innocent says, "Good morning, Ihanacho. You know the fish rots from its head. Nigeria has been rotting from its head with this, with its rotten leadership recruitment exercise called election rigging. But in 2023, it got to its head with a dozen of brazen obvious election mandates robbery. So while will the rest of society go the way of rectitude when everyone or anyone can do anything to be a leader without rectitude? So students beat their teachers and teachers sell exam papers online because there is a template at the highest level. There is no modus morality for stolen leadership to change this." Thank you, Innocent. Well, interesting points there. Hello, good morning.
Right,
Good morning to you. Welcome.
I'm going to give you a pleasant day today.
Sir.
Insecurity. The government killed in Oshun. Government in Kogi State. Government in Plateau. Government in Benin. We have people who claim they are security experts in their own domain that are not finding anything, solution to their own. But when it's in the southeast, they know how to find solution. When you are writing the story of your life, another person have the pen, use their hand to write their own pen, to write their own story. You destroy vessels, caught, stealing crude oil. If you don't name and shame them, how will people know that the source of livelihood is soiled? Because when we see rich men in Nigeria, we let them. We pray to be like them, but we don't know what they do under. That's the society we find ourselves. A society whereby the masses, they don't protest bad policies of the leaders. Instead, they protest against themselves. Now, NECA is telling us that Nigerians are suffering and losing money. That's not someone they are losing. But if it's another region now, they will call the trillions they are losing. Go and look at the streets. You will see somebody wearing suit and is asking you 200 naira, and you will eventually give the person 200 naira. The person will need that to greet you. Is that the type of society we want in Nigeria?
Okay.
When people say they are which type of leadership is that? Which leadership is that?
Thank you.
Leading people to hell.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Bright. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Bibi Blessing. God bless you too. Welcome.
God bless you. My name is Bibi Blessing. I'm calling from Okako.
Good to have you.
My brother, see, I don't know whether we will stop to complain and whether they will listen for us. Now, always they tell us they will listen for 4 months. Okay, now, a father promised you, he will do something for you. A day break, he will do something for you. Can the masses believe what the father is saying? The answer is say no. Okay, what we are saying now, you say you want to share 8,000 naira. You say now you say you looking for masses. On a 30,000. That 30,000, my brother, wetin you fit buy for market, mudu of rice of market na how much? Even though groundnut oil wey we dey buy, we no talk about salt, how much? If these people can listen for us, what I want to beg our president now, may he listen for poor masses. That money, may he take and put for fuel, so that he may say, okay, if you can buy fuel 1 liter to 200, people will be happy, so that may happiness come back for us again. Okay, look at that. I'm not sure say whether our president they go police station go buy. I'm not sure say whether his wife if they go market. This now I know they hear for his wife again. And we don't know what they happen. I mean they just catch us. They just carry us put for cage. Even though we they talk, they go use cordboard close their ear. May we not talk, but who want to save we go save because we save 8 years. Not before years we no go save. God will keep us. We when we they talk, God go still keep us. We go see what this government they want to be. May God protect Nigeria. And that's my prayer. Forget all these president, senator, they are senator now much and then hell. Who should work with senator that they do for Nigeria? We don't even know the work of senator because they are clean. Nobody can listen for us. Even the labor. When they reach their turn, they go take come out because they fight their pocket. Now, poor masses they cry. Innocent people they cry. Now they don't increase the school fees. Food they pay, not be poor man. If we no even get school money, food for eating, now you go pay 100,000. Can you imagine? They achieve a pay money before they come out. Yeah. With the poor man in our hand that they eat. Poor people.
All right, give me blessing. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, the conversation continues. Keep your calls coming 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. The conversation continues in a bit. Keep it with us.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
You are here right now.
You're here.
Get ready for your miracle. Jesus Christ makes you well. The count is on to the Healing Streams Live Healing Services with Pastor Chris, holding from Friday the 28th to Sunday, 30th of July 2023 by 3 p.m. daily. Register now and view the program at eth.sch.org/1, capital H, capital C, and share with friends, family, and everyone who needs a touch from God. You can also view the services live at Christ Embassy Durumi near American International School or at the nearest Christ Embassy church to you. Also at any of our designated healing centers all around town. Also airing live here in Abuja on ITV Abuja, Rhythm 94.7 FM and Eagles 102.3 FM. Please call or text 0908-748-0639, 0908-013-2436 or 0806-560-7337. Be expectant.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Thank you for leaving your dials locked here on your radio experience you can count on. And let's quickly read you that headline, that story I promised you earlier. The headline: PDP raises alarm over attempted attack on Atiku. And it says the People's Democratic Party Monday raised the alarm over what it called a failed attempt or terrorist attack. A failed terrorist attack on its presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar, at his Yola residence by gunmen now in the custody of the Nigeria Police, Adamawa State Command. A man, Jibrila Mohammed, said to be a member of Boko Haram sect, was apprehended in the early hours of Sunday, having confessed to the police that he was in town with 3 orders to attack organizations linked to Atiku Abubakar in Yola, the Adamawa State capital. The party, in a statement issued by its spokesman, Debo Olo Gunagba, on Monday in Abuja, noted that by the confession of the arrested assailants, the plot has the pawn marks of a sponsored attempt on the life of Atiku Abubakar or state ostensibly by forces who are unsettled by his bids to retrieve his mandate at the Presidential Election Petition Court. Let's move on now. Bring your thoughts in. Share with us 090-7353-0044 and 090-87668888. Hello, good morning.
Please, Iana.
Good morning, Clement. Good to have you.
Thank you very much.
It's been a while.
Just my tight schedule was so tight, honestly. Iana, the statement of Obasanjo, there is no doubt about it. But there is something people tend to forget. Sometimes, the reason why you see that in most cases, I don't even like to contribute against that. We only just attack our problem by mere surface, without even digging deep to know exactly where our problem started from. You see, there is an adage that said that where you set fire may be small, but to extent it is going to end, if you don't even know how it is going to be, the damage is going to cause. You get my point? See, I agree with the statement of Obasanjo, but he should realize one thing. He has it. In fact, he was privileged to build the what we call it, lay the foundation of democracy in this country. How did he lay the foundation? Even the election that we are battling today, we know how Obasanjo laid the foundation of election in this country. The infrastructure decay that we are suffering from today, we know exactly what happened. Okay, let me to mention a few. The refinery that everybody is talking about, let's refinery work. Did military hand over the dilapidated refinery to Obasanjo? Our textile industry, was it not working before Obasanjo came into power? So many companies that fold up under Obasanjo, don't we know? Has he now realized that we are going to have, as an elderly person, did he realize then that time that Nigeria may be sitting on the keg of gunpowder? Or did he realize then that time that okay, with all these things that I'm putting in on ground, Nigeria is going to disappoint. We are going to disappoint the other African nations. See, as far as I'm concerned, everybody wants to say we are at liberty to say whatever you want to say, but they should know that it is the way they lay the foundation of our democracy that every other government is now putting on top.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you very much.
If there is a way we can correct it, you know what really bothers me? We, the youth that is still supporting, like what this man said. How did he even start in the first place? Please, let us find a way.
Thank you very much.
So let's
Appreciate
forget about
you.
these people.
Thank you for calling. All right, more calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning to you, Chidin BC.
Chidin BC is on the line.
Welcome.
Hannah, so I don't know whether these hearing us at all. This question of refinery, is it no area? Is our refineries, are they no-go area? So this refinery, they know that if we started to refine crude in Nigeria, as I said earlier on, we get more foreign exchange from refining crude oil in Nigeria. Nigeria has petrochemical in that crude oil. The raw materials we use our foreign exchange to import, they are in those petrochemicals. If Nigeria refines fuel that will be okay for our daily consumption and produce only 100,000 liters of fuel for export, do you know how much dollars he will give to Nigeria in return? Why should all these things be happening? And Nigerians are keeping quiet. And some people will say somewhere and be there. So this is becoming unbecoming. These people are taking us for granted. It's not good. A simple thing, a roadside man, somebody knows. And they themselves, those in government, they know it better.
Feel your pain, Chidi. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for calling. All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, President Asho.
Olajide from Olajide, welcome.
Nigeria are complaining the charges on air flight to Europe and other parts of the world that is higher and lesser in some other sub-African countries. President Asho, have you asked ourselves, what is the percentage of people moving from all those to the European countries? And what is the percentage of Nigeria moving to European countries? And you know, the higher the demand, the higher the price. See, I will never deceive myself. In a shop, go to embassies, go and see how Nigerians line up, they want to go, they want to move out.
Well, the question is, why are Nigerians moving out? Why are they moving in droves like that?
It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. Are you telling me that those people that are moving out, they are all poor people? Are they all poor people? Are they all poor men? Some people just want to go out. Some want to go and school. Some want to go and do business. Is that the way they are moving out in other places? And movement is choice. If anybody feels that the transport here from Nigeria to Europe is cost, let that person move to Ghana and go from Ghana. See, all these things there's no issue about that. Are you getting it? And then now, Atiku, somebody say Atiku, they arrest somebody. He said they send him to come and kill him. That because Atiku want to win. So Obi is no more winning again. It's Atiku that want to win now. You see where we are going in this country. Few back, they say, Obi is the winner. Now, somebody now went and said they send him to go and kill him. And people are saying, hey, because they know he want to retrieve his mandate. How many people want to retrieve their mandate? We don't know where we are going.
They all went to court. They all went to court to retrieve their mandate.
They all went to court. Mr. A said, I get them. Mr. B said, I get them. Mr. C said, I get them.
Alajide,
you see what we are saying.
Thank you,
it's not that we are siding anybody.
They all have the rights to go to the court, Alajide. Thank you. Let's let you go now. Let's get more callers in. Time is ticking out. Let's get your messages now. Oganamano Austin says, Good morning. Government should wake up from its sleep and save the country from the numerous problems confronting the nation. Oganamano Nasarawa State, thank you so much. Appreciate you and your thoughts. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Salasi. Welcome here.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. It's good to have you.
That is a great family. I greet the previous caller, Abubakar, and I greet Elder Onega in Abseja. I don't know whether he must have called too. My name is Salasi once again. I want to start by talking about this fuel tanker. In fact, when you were giving that story, I could imagine a pregnant woman, not even only one pregnant woman, caught up on this situation. Honestly, in fact, something needs to be done. Whenever tanker, people shouldn't be going for scooping. It's very dangerous. I remember there was a time it happened like that. A motorbike that was passing there ignited the fire, and many people lost their lives. Obasanjo is saying that Nigeria is at the gate of gunpowder. Honestly, no doubt about that. He's saying the truth. Former President Obasanjo is saying the truth. These are our leaders that they have traveled abroad. They see how things work there. But they came here and do something different. As I'm telling you, President Enato, the poverty, the hardship is uniting the Nigerians now together. Before they used to say, he's doing that because of he's a Muslim, because he's a Christian, because he's a PDP. But now the hardship doesn't know political party. When you get to the market, they don't ask which political party are you, what religion are you? Are you a Christian guy? Are you an atheist? Are you a Christian or Muslim? No. But I'm telling you something. As Obasanjo said, it's at the gate of gunpowder. This government should do the needful. They shouldn't allow this cake of gunpowder to explode, because when it is explode, it will be sold. There will be mass devastation. So that shouldn't happen. They should see how to unite. People are suffering. People don't find it easy. Thank you, Nabodi.
Thank you very much, Salasi. And get more thoughts in now. Let's see. Messages, SMS sent in by God's Own. And God's Own, you say good morning. Oh, my name is Ihanacho Prince. God's own. You say, I'm sending this with tears in my heart, and tell these citizens this is the time we should love ourselves like never before. We should stop killing people that steal food. They are not stealing food because they love it. I'm pleading that all Nigerians, so that God will save us from the lion's mouth. Thanks. God's own. God's own. I don't know about that, because the person you're stealing from is not like the person is happy that, where they are. Some of the people that people are stealing from don't even have it all good for themselves. So please, stealing should not be encouraged in any way. Okay? Let's work to earn, no matter how small. Just do something to earn and survive and keep pushing. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Prince Iheanacho.
Good morning to you.
I'm calling from Apoduse. My name is Joseph.
Joseph from Apoduse. Is it your first time calling?
Yeah, this is my first time calling. Yay. I've been trying to reach the number.
Thank you for joining in.
All right, thank you so much. Please, this palliative issue, I would like to understand. Are they sharing palliatives to an estimated population, or they are sharing palliatives to people that know exact number?
So now we hear that the state governors would have to generate maybe new registers to be able to get across to the actual poor people in their states. But then the truth is, the former register that was used was also partly generated by the state governors. Maybe these new governors want to generate a new one for themselves. Who knows? That's the current situation.
Because honestly, you cannot share palliatives to a population you don't know their exact numbers. How are these people going to get these palliatives? How? When you don't even know the population of the country, you keep estimating. It's too bad. The way the country is going is really, really bad. Serious. That was just my contribution, sir.
All right, Joseph. Thank you very much. Making a case for, I'm guessing you're making a case now for a census, so to have the actual figures of the Nigerian population. Okechukwu is here. Good morning, Okechukwu.
Hello. Yeah, Nacho, good morning. Obasanjo says most Nigerian leaders are not responsible. They are not there to rule Nigeria very well. Yes. For me, he's right. Because if you watch what is going on now in this country, you will know that the people that call themselves leaders are not ready. They are just there for their own selfish interest, for them and their children. And tomorrow you expect the country to work. You will go there, people will suffer themselves and vote you as a leader. You will go there and do what? Be thinking of you and your children. You see, Nigeria is in a gunpowder. That is what we have been saying. Tribunal, please do the right thing. You understand? Do the right thing. Because Nigerians are not happy for what they are passing through now. You cannot eat very well in this country. And we have crude oil. One refinery is not working. Only one is not working. Surplus of two. But you will take your oil outside there and give it to them for them to refine it for you. It's uncalled for. I never seen this kind of thing before. If it is not a cost to a nation, you have oil, you will take it out and give it to somebody to do it for you, and you have your refinery to refine that thing. Honestly, Kai, only God is. We are saying God said, we the masses, we have to do the right thing too. You understand? So I don't know what to say. If they like, let them do the right thing. If they like, let them don't do it. Everybody will face it. Those people that are shouting Omilokon, it is my turn. All of us are into it today. You will see the truth, you will not speak. You will be siding evil. Someone will call, start to protecting the government. Where you are suffering among other people are suffering, you are suffering too. You start to speak, you are protecting the government. So you are on your own, no? Bye-bye.
Okay, Chukwu says you're not sitting on the gunpowder. You are inside the gunpowder already. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Prince Iheanacho.
Comrade Haruna.
How was your night?
Good, thank you for asking.
This is Comrade Haruna from Kuje. Iheanacho, let me react to one of the headline Nigerians scoping fuel from an accident tank. Iheanacho, we need to create more awareness for people to know that petrol tanker is highly inflammable. Anywhere you see an accident of fuel tank, pack your things and run away from there, because any spark can make that tank flame. Sincerely speaking, that news, when I had the news yesterday, it was very devastating. May the soul of those who died rest in peace. And Obasanjo says we have leaders that doesn't have they don't think. Iheanacho, I don't understand if our leaders really know what the masses are passing through, because we elected them there to make life easier for us, but the reverse is the case. Please, the Nigerians have endured enough. Mr. President, you promised to hit the ground running. Please try and make life easier for the masses so that we will not die before our time. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria. God bless Igwe FM.
Thank you, Comrade Haruna. Another caller is here. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is GB.
GB, welcome.
Yes, I heard the news that you read that the Enugu people protest sit at home, and that's the way to go. The people themselves. Okay, you don't need that. But okay, there's another one that said that the army or police destroyed ECN or IPOP camp in Onitsha, and many arrested. This is the right thing. Let them go to the forest and fish out these people. And now they are now giving their identity. Before they will call them unknown gunmen. And now they are not spirits. If they are set to call them out from the beginning, that you are in our neighborhood. You see, criminality cannot fester if there is no support in the local level. When you call them unknown gunmen, you are giving them some seed. When you call them out, so you are involved. This and this. It will have generated at this level that we are today. So I appreciate what the armies are doing. And Obasanjo also saying that we are sitting on the way of gunpowder. If the situation is bad, yes. The government at local level, government at the state level need to rise up and do what they need to do. I don't think you can get to that level. Because number one, people understanding can evaporate if they did that at that time. By now, we should have buses running on gas in our street. Some government are already giving money to pensioners and the rest of it. They should go beyond that. In transportation and food is one important thing. And they have released some food. They should encourage farmers to go to the farm, make the farm secure so that people can go farm and plant things. Then all the interstate buses should be made to run on gas so that they can reduce the price. So that intercity buses requiring of goods from farm to the farm can be reduced. By that, we can get over this thing. This is the best way to go. We cannot go back to subsidy again. So we should see how they eliminate it and stop whatever the high and eliminate the hardship. Thank you very much.
All right, GB, thank you very much for calling. C, get this one in. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I didn't get you. What's your name again?
Comrade Anthony from Stadium.
Comrade Anthony, hope all is well. I can hardly hear you.
Yeah, all is well. I am just so disappointed at my fellow comrades at the national level. The NLC president is not doing his job. Mr. Speaker, I'll keep saying it. If you will permit me, I want this People's Assembly. We should organize our own protest. We should let the government know that the masses are suffering. I can do better than that comrade. He doesn't know his job. They need to tame this government. Let them know that what they are doing, they are not even assisting the masses. Every policy is anti-people. We are complaining about the former president and we are complaining about this one. What are the policies? What are they even doing to see how they can help us? They are killing us. The masses are suffering, yet they are living life. They are living extravagant life. We cannot continue like this. A protest happened in Edo State. At Ianacho, please. We should have our own protest in the federal capital city.
No, Comrade Anthony, remove us. We're not doing any protest. Remove us from protest. Let's.
I am a comrade.
I understand. I am
calling my comrade.
Not here, please. Not today. Not here, please. Let's not get into that. This will not be a platform that would be used to mobilize any protests, please. As it is, we'll leave it that way. All right, let's get back to your messages. Don is here. Don, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, my prince. How was the night? I hope it was great. Okay, this is Don. Yes. All right, quickly, I want to respond to the headline that talks about the shallow thinking of our leaders. Truly, what Obasanjo said is the truth. The mindset of our leaders are sometimes you just wonder what's going on with these people. They think that erecting a gigantic building is all about, that's what development is all about. Okay, and sometimes you see brilliant policies, and then when it comes to implementation, it's the least. I mean, you will not understand what they're doing. Of course, That's what we've been shouting. Corruption. And that's any same government coming into power, the first focus of this is supposed to be corruption. They're supposed to fight corruption to stand still, at least to the barest minimum. Away from that, the people trying to sanction POS operators, I don't think they are doing the right thing. Allow these people to do their business. If you're not okay with that, let them be. Okay? Sending somebody to prison because he's doing business or doing business, I don't think it's the idea. You should be looking for people who are embezzling billions and trillions of naira, and then because of that, causing people to die because of all those things. Those are the people who are supposed to be behind bars. Okay. And then, does our law give individuals the power to have a private military? Because what I saw online is really, really scary. If this thing continues, it's really something else. How can somebody be having private military and feeding them in this country? Please educate me. I don't know. Maybe it is illegal. Is it well for someone to have a private military? Well, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Maybe you can educate us and enlighten us. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Don, I'm sure you're referring to Asari Dokubo's man. I saw that video myself. And, well, looking at that video, at least this time around, they were not wielding any sophisticated weapons and all that. So, but in that case, there are several private security firms, and people have the right to own security outfits, provided that they do not carry such sophisticated weapons, assault rifles. Well, that's there. We know of that. We know of several security outfits. So maybe, just maybe, he's just one of those. He says, Prince, why are Nigerians putting their hope on Dangote Refinery? He is a businessman who is always profit-driven. The other day, somebody told you investigate, go much Dangote cement is, okay, how much Dangote cement is sold in neighboring countries compared to the price it's being sold in Nigeria here. That you have not done. Please carry out the investigation and report back to us. Thank you for reminding me of this. I need to really get the actual cost of cement in those countries. Let's move on. Who do we have here? Quickly, let's hear.
Nacho, good morning. This is Bright Mace from Airport Road. I just want to advise the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, to ask urgent of national importance to reverse this subsidy removal. That's the only way this country can work again. If he insists that this subsidy has gone, I'm after to subsidy. Nigeria is not yet ripe to remove subsidy without any laden procedure, without any laden palliative. So it's not going to work. This subsidy removal without a functional refinery is not going to work. So let him reverse this subsidy of 18. Let Nigeria continue to manage themselves and move forward. If not, I'm afraid this economy may totally collapse to the extent that everybody will start, people that understand economy to advise him properly. I can see that I don't even know who advising the president on some certain policy he's taking. It's affecting the country, it's affecting the economy in a negative way. So let the Mr. President reverse this subsidy removal and plan how he can make the refinery to function before he's thinking about the removal of the subsidy. Let him look inward account of those money they have been paying. Let Mr. President try and see how he can fight corruption, because I can see that nothing is being done about corruption in this country. And if without anything being done, this economy will collapse totally. So this is my submission this morning. I advise Mr. President to reverse this subsidy so that life can move forward in this country. Thank you and have a lovely deliberation.
All right, Comrade Ulobasi, you say good morning. You say here at your Prince. May God bless your endeavors this day. Amen. You go on to say attacking the possible killings of prominent members of opposition political parties in this country is gradually, slowly showing its ugly head. The killings of the PDP members in Kogi State in 2019 is still fresh in our minds, and the same scenario is about to repeat itself again in the state. And the same states, while people are keeping quiet. APC government headed by Yaya Bello is stifling opposition parties in the state, while APC government in the center is looking the other way until maybe there's a reprisal attack. Okay, so Comrade Ulobasi, we can't really point fingers at anyone on this, especially in the Kogi states. But anyway, leave it there. Also, the purported attack aimed at Atiku Abubakar is ominous. Those who are keeping silent at this ugly development in the polity should remember that what goes around comes around someday. No position remains permanent in life. Nigeria remains a divine project in the hands of the Creator. Amen. Comrade Ulobasi there, thank you very much for that one. Okay. Where next? Where do we go next? Okay. Good morning, sir. Please, our leaders should help us. Oh, these things are getting more harder and harder. Femi from Niger State. Femi, thank you very much. I appreciate your message. And who's here? Okay, final one. We'll close with Akamata. Akamata says, good morning, Ihanacho Prince. For my sanity, I reserve my comments regarding Nigeria's plenty wahala. Akamata is safe. It's good for you. This is where we'd have to drop the anchors on the conversation this morning. Thank you to every one of you. Akamata, thank you to Femi, thank you. Comrade Ulo Basi, Innocent, Brightmaz, Mickey. Who else is there? Okay, seems like I lost track of every one of you, but thank you so much to everyone who's been a part of the conversation. To those of you who just sat back to listen, let's do this again tomorrow at the top of the hour, 7. We'll bring you fresh headlines from the dailies and we get to talk about them. Feel free to be there and joining. If I couldn't take your call this morning, I'm really sorry. Join in tomorrow and we'll make a great conversation or have a great conversation at the time. Sports on Eagles Wings comes up shortly, and right after that it will be time for Eagles Outlook. You don't want to miss out on the show this morning. Keep it locked here on your radio experience you can count on. My name is Ihanacho Prince. You can call me His Radio Highness of Abuja and I'll definitely answer you. Keep it here.
Eagles 102.